that feeling when your jeans waistband's feeling a little tight, you've been overindulging a bit lately, the scales are nudging upwards, and you know that it's time to lose a little weight. Now, I know that it's tempting to often seek a quick fix, to go on a radical exercise or diet program, but you and I know that in the longer term, that's probably not going to work for us. But don't despair, there is another way.
For the last 12 years, I've devoted my medical practice to helping people live a healthy lifestyle. And that includes finding ways to manage your weight that really work, and not just for my patients. Like most people, I've had my struggles, especially after having children when the only thing that fit me was a pair of old tracksuit pants.
This is interesting. For me and my patients, it's all about those small steps that you can take every day, that you can integrate into your life, that make a really big difference. It's a bit of a balancing act, but I'm going to share with you some of those tips today so that you'll never have to get out those horrible tracky dacks ever again. Woo! One of the best ways to manage your weight is to start the day with a great breakfast. That way you'll rev up your metabolism, you're less likely to snack or overeat later in the day. Always make it a decent one, maybe pick some whole grains or even some protein. I always like to think of it as eating breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper.
And the packed lunch? Well, that saves you from the temptation of all those takeaway goodies on offer around the workplace.
Hi, come to see what you've got to tempt me with today.
Many of us underestimate by as much as 50% how much food we eat.
Delicious. Now, if you'd like to have a bit of a better idea about where your weight may be coming from, then I suggest you keep a food diary for at least a week. And that way you can be a bit more mindful about your eating patterns. It's good to be as honest as possible, and one coffee. It looks like I might just have to take a walk after this to just work some of that off. Hello? Good day for an egg. And when it comes to weight loss and good health, every step you take is a step in the right direction. And to help you keep track of how you're going, I suggest you get one of these. Now, this is a pedometer and it simply counts steps. You just pop it on like this and away you go. Ideally, most of us should be aiming to get around 10,000 steps a day, but don't panic if you're not at that level yet. Just start to think of movement as an opportunity, not an inconvenience. Perhaps you could start getting more active by getting off the bus one stop earlier or taking the stairs. All of these little things will add up.
So you've eaten your breakfast, packed your lunch, kept track of your eating with a food diary, and got moving with your pedometer. But there's still one more thing you can do. And it's this.
Perhaps one of the best kept secrets when it comes to keeping the kilos off is the value of sleep. What we now know is that if you skimp on sleep, not getting at least perhaps 7 or 8 hours a night, which is what most of us need, you're more likely to upset the balance of hormones in your body, the hormones that drive your appetite and sense of satisfaction. So, if you skimp on sleep, you're more likely to overeat the next day.